Welcome! Добро пожаловать! We are here today, going to watch a feature game show presented by Cinema Civilization 7, the whole show. Really? Wasn't this part of someone else? Like, what it was? Games Radar? Or PC Gamer? No, PC Gamer is a PC Gamer show. Games Radar? Wasn't it some other company, not Cinema Civilization 7 only? Oh boy, so it's 2K? It's 2K money? Firaxis? Anyway, so we have no idea what they're gonna show. The host of this one will be Eddie Sadler from Red Dead Redemption and Mike DaCosta from GTA 5. The voice actors of these characters will be hosting the video game show. Yeah, and like we watched a lot of video game shows, so we know how it goes. They will show something, and it will be maybe fun. Usually, it's the games that already announced that. There definitely will be a lot of indies, which is good. Good indie games with good stories and interesting gameplay is preferable than big AA games that's like the same. The less we see of Call of Duty with their the same PvP shooters and PvP PvE games and League of Legends and Dotas, the less we see it, the better. So yeah, we're here for story-rich games, for RPGs, for adventures, whatever they show. That's not even interesting. Oh, we're going to 1 minute. It's 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Yeah, I have no idea what exactly they will show except for Civilization 7 since it's presented by. And yeah, I don't know what to say. What could they show? What was this one? Persona like Demon School? Probably some update on this one will be. Well, that counts. So I'll stop the 10 count. Almost. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. What a time. We're just starting. With the feature game show. No? Oh, is it what's this? Ori game? I forgot how it's called. They already show all they could on a Black Myth Wukong. Oh, this game about samurai and a kitten. And there was also Spine, which is Sifu, but with Gunfu. How's the whole showcase?
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Future Game Show at Gamescom, presented by Sid Meier's Civilization 7. I'm Ned Luke.
How did this happen?
You might know me best as 2013's Father of the Year, Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm here today to run you guys through a boatload of exclusive video game news. But every big score requires partners in crime. And thankfully, I got one of the best in the business here. How you doing, Alex?
Hi, Ned. It's so good to be here. Howdy to the folks at home. My name is Alex McKenna, and I played the ruthless outlaw Sadie Adler in Red Dead Redemption 2. Ned and I could probably...
They were from Rockstar Games, but usually they choose hosts from the same games.
That's right.
But suppose Roger Kalk already was here with Stipa, so...
presentations and gameplay deep dives on the most exciting upcoming games.
Yeah, we'll also have plenty to share about Civilization 7 as part of our collaboration with the team at Firaxis Games. But more on that later.
Yeah, for now, just do me a favor and be cool, all right? Get comfy. Make sure you got a lot of popcorn within arm's reach because our first world premiere is coming up now.
World premiere! I eaten, I gone to toilet. We're ready to just watch Cowboy? Is it copyright music? Na 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 na. Just in case, I will butcher the sound of this trailer because, you know, copyright claims no one likes at all. But is it about the old people dying? Just die already? Oh wait, it's a theme park. Ah, Theme Park Tycoon? How it was called? Planet Coaster? Mars attacks! Mars attacks again! No way. No way! Not again! Not again! Not after all these years! It was a fun comedy.
Well, how about that for an opener? Mars Attracts is a park builder based in the Mars
Attracts?
Attacks universe, and it's coming in 2025. So
What?
make sure it's on your wish lists.
Next up, we've got brand new gameplay from Spine, the Gun Fu action epic. Check out this.
We'll definitely play it.
soundtrack by
I
John
played
Wick,
C4 and I didn't finish the last boss, but maybe in this one I will overcome
An autocratic
all the ordeals.
controlling our city.
Gameplay and cutscenes footage captured on PC.
It took
We would play on PC, either way.
tear the place apart.
Shakazander would cut out.
They've taken my brother.
Usually people are afraid of this.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
Kung Fu! Yep, yeah. Cool. I'm not 100%. That look like a gameplay. Not everything looks like a gameplay. They probably are like specifically directed at some of this. Yeah, but not all. Okay, okay.
I never asked for this.
Just said the sick from Deus Ex. Yeah, this will be a fun one. Knockout Temple. With the fish! Right into spices! Let me guess, this was the evil version of her. Spine! This is Gun Fu! Wishlist now on Steam.
Spine is
whatever.
coming to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish lists. And keep in mind that you can find all of the games featured in today's show on our official Steam page. I mean, just type Future Game Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
Okay, well, this next game is a mixed media shooter where players embark on an expedition to Atlantis. Let's check out The Explorator.
Explorator. To Atlantis. Like this Disney movie with Milo and what was the princess name? For generations, explorators have traveled the world. Why does it look like frogs? Or fish? Pterodactyls? It's dinosaurs. Looking for relics of ancient civilizations. But now they're preparing for the greatest exposition of all time. To where? Play an adventurer searching for Atlantis. Descend into the abyss and find wonderful treasures. No one gave me the script. I thought it would be a cozy game, not a boom shooter. The Explorator! Now on Kickstarter. Now available on Steam. Help him out if he wants it.
The Explorator is coming soon, but there's a demo on Steam right now if you want to check it out.
All right, 4X fans, you've waited long enough. It's time for your first taste of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Let's take a look at the first live-action trailer.
How come they
Throughout
like
our history,
they paid people?
ordinary people
Oh, it's Brianna Tart.
have done extraordinary things.
How come they
Realizing our potential.
financed the whole showcase, but the game is only the second one?
They inspired movements, created the impossible, and destroyed the
Was Sean Bean a narrator for the previous Civilization
to change the
or
world.
for the fifth one?
Chose
I forgot.
to dream, to build, to hope, to always hope. And if there's hope for one of us, there's hope for us all. Now it's your turn to reimagine civilization.
So they didn't look far. They just they were on Game of Thrones, and she was on Game of Thrones. Okay, okay, let her let her as a narrator.
You may have heard a familiar voice in that trailer, and that's because Gwendolyn Christie will star as the narrator. in
That's her name.
Civilization 7. Now let's pass it over to the development team for even more exciting news about the game.
All right.
Firaxis Games. They made Civilization, they made XCOM, they made
lift.
Marvel
We
Midnight
did
Suns.
things that were much more challenging than we've ever had in the past. Ed came into this.
Did they add
game,
something else?
Ed Beach, the lead designer, with
Did
the
they mention all?
intention of changing the way that we go about making a Civ game. He wanted to shift it slightly in one direction or the other, and make it so that our fans can't really lay out and predict exactly what we're going to be doing. One of his biggest disappointments is that every time we come out with an expansion pack, every time we're talking about a new game, inevitably our fans know what we're doing because it can fall into a pattern. They know that eventually we're going to need a government here. They know that the game's going to work, you know, X, Y, yields Z. So he wanted to change that up. And with the current design that he's delivering, combined with shipping on all platforms all at the same time, this was a lift for the team.
My name is Ed Beach, and I am
Oh,
the
this
creative
man again.
director for Civilization.
He was on
7.
Opening Night
I
Light
love
of Gamescom.
historical strategy games, whether it's a board game or a video game. Love anything where there's a really detailed, involved map. So Civilization is the perfect game for me.
Then here's the river, so it's the best place to start a city.
Picture of the world, highlight all of the great accomplishments that humanity has achieved and all of the different cultures across the world have achieved. That's still true in Civilization 7. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history.
As a lifelong history nut, I've always been drawn to the franchise as a means of playing with history and trying to recreate history, but also creating alt history. Both of them together really allow for a rich playground to...
What's the other examples but Gandhi with the nukes?
We always
There should be
want
something else.
Civilization to be a snapshot of what you as a person and the empire you build to be this forward-looking, beautiful, you know, shining light on a hill. And I think that even rides even better with Civilization 7. I love the new mechanics of new cultures emerging. I love the idea that everything you build is multicultural now. Different cultures contribute to other cultures. Whether you want to or not, in the real world, everything you see when you look around you has been contributed to by multiple peoples and influenced throughout history by multiple cultures. I've always loved that about
Yeah.
Civ. I love the fact that it's a positive game. It's not a negative game. The whole game isn't about what's worse in humanity. It's about what's best in humanity.
Civilization 7 still has a lot of the same gameplay that fans will know and love. So there's still a lot that's going to feel really familiar. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history. But of course, we're spinning it in a new way and adding new gameplay systems on top of it.
There's a ton of cool new stuff, and you're going to have to learn it all. It's a lot, but we feel like we're teaching it to you as you go along. And when you really dig in, you're going to see how deep this thing goes.
It's Scout.
And we're excited to say and really believe that this is the biggest Civ experience that we have ever shipped out of this studio.
Build something you believe in. Sid Meier's Civilization 7 coming February 11, 2025. Okay.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7 is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025. We'll have more from Firaxis later in the show, including a special gameplay trailer, so stay tuned.
Our next game actually came out yesterday. So I imagine some of you are already playing it, right? Probably raging at bosses, Googling guides. If not, this
But-
clip might just convince you. Here's
we
the launch
already-
trailer for Black Myth Wukong.
But we already had it. We already had it 2 times. There was final trailer, and
More good,
wait a minute.
of course.
Then why is there
But
always suffering? And
it's
why
not a
do
launch trailer.
always win?
Launch trailer was yesterday.
Goodness,
It's also trailer. They showed a long time ago.
foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood.
I feel the future game show were scammed by some people that provided them wrong trailer.
I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
The
Yeah, it's-
destined one who doesn't even know what he's destined
They definitely
for.
showed it before.
Those old rascals,
It's like
they surely know
it
his
was
name.
4 trailers ago.
Is my kind destined for extermination?
It's a story trailer.
Not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What
It's still a cool trailer.
your superiority?
It's such a spectacle. There's 7 million people looking up for this game on YouTube. Black Myth Wukong. Confront Destiny August 2024. It's already came out.
Confront Destiny and Black Myth Wukong, which is out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
By the way, if you're enjoying the show, head to the link on the screen and fill out that FGS survey to have a chance at winning an iBuyPower gaming PC complete with an AMD Ryzen 7 CPU and GeForce RTX 4070 worth over $1,500, baby.
Okay, another world premiere now. But if you watched our summer showcase, you might know already what it could be.
World premiere. Todd? Todd King? Runner Games presents Trust me, these goods are installed. That's a lie. This raccoon definitely lying. Why did you beat up Beaver? Long ago, the kingdom was doomed. Can the prince break the curse? More bubbles. So, people that are waiting Silsong have to play the different Metroidvanias for now. Since the game... Well, was a Silsong ever announced? Croak! What's this now on Steam? Or be cursed.
Well, that was your first look at Croak, an indie platformer from developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty. It's coming soon to PC.
It's visible.
You know, you can add it to your wish
There's a Cuphead
list
one.
now on Steam.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
You know, it's all about the joy of improvising when your best laid plans inevitably go awry. But we wouldn't know anything about that, would we, Ned?
No, absolutely not.
I am a man who wants it all. Money, power, respect. But do you know what I want most of all? I want Monaco. Right, let's go over the plan one last time.
Monaco?
Today's heist, like every heist, is another step toward the prize so long denied me. Cosmo will distract the guards with her darling pooch.
Charms. Womanly charms.
6-year-old We'll make sure they not have to play time.
So you stealthily need to steal something from Monaco? Casino Monaco, I suppose. Not the city Monaco.
No matter. Una will keep it on track. And we'll walk away
Someone was chowned while being beaten up.
closer to the top.
Did I see it right?
Or run away, as the case may be. Heist by heist, we'll make this city ours. Or they may chase us, but we'll always be one step ahead. This is my city.
I never played the first
This is
one.
my empire of crime. This is Monaco.
Start getting the gang back together because Monaco 2 is coming to PC in 2025.
We're taking a closer look at Raven's Watch now. It's an action roguelike from the creators of Curse of the Dead Gods.
Will it come out from early access finally?
My forgotten legends. You are forgotten no more. No need to thank me. See how far you've come. Back to me!
Dark Hills. New location. There were so many updates on early access. But did
Raven's Watch with monsters.
Storm Island, Avalon,
Make me proud.
The Witch House.
The fated moment approaches.
Get ready! Show me what you have become!
Baba Yagam.
What I made of you!
Raven's Watch, September 26 on Steam. Fall 2024 on consoles. Finally out of early access. Cool.
Raven's Watch
Cool.
is launching
Cool.
later this
If it's
year,
it is.
but it's available now in early access if you can't wait to
Ah.
play it.
I want to
Now we
play
got a
full
new trailer
release.
for Zero Space, a story-driven, real-time strategy game built with consultation from professional StarCraft players.
Professional StarCraft players?
And we will not be the last. We will do everything in our power to protect humankind. Standing with
Does the map look like in Stellaris?
we evolve our strategies to stave off the never-ending threats.
But that's RTS?
Sacrifices must be made. Our enemies and allies alike. Watch with
Conqueror
hungry
persisted
eyes.
massively multiplayer galaxy. 4 factions, 7 mercenary factions. Cinematic galaxy spanning story.
We must move forward.
So there's a story there. Okay. A campaign where your choices matter. Game shaping abilities. Will this game make me play RTS? I highly doubt it.
Every decision has a consequence.
Zero Space.
The choice is yours.
Zero Space
Maybe.
is coming soon, so get it on your wish list.
Strategy
You
game,
can also
choices,
support
depths, and
the game
strategy
on
defining.
BackerKit
It all
to
depends.
get
It all
access
depends if I want to play this game or not.
Let's keep it rolling with another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
World premiere. Tomorrowhead Studio. It's a lighthouse. And on the thumbnail there was a yacht. So we travel, we sail.
And keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it.
That's poetry?
And which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Why there's post-apocalyptic debris? Well, let's it be like melancholic, journey through the snow and waters and debris. The thing.
I
No.
will find you.
Will follow the light.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex, next.
Well, I think it's about time that we bust open the ones to watch yearbook, don't you, Ned?
First up is Greedfall 2, The Dying World, which promises
Is it
an
Call of
even more
Juarez?
RPG experience than its predecessor, if you can believe that. Let's find out more.
Wants to watch. Greedfall 2: The Dying World.
Bertitimad, Garance. Welcome back to the world of
RPG
Greedfall,
by Spider
where
Studio.
adventure and political intrigue await at every turn. Your future is in your hands as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption.
Return to the world of Greedfall in all new adventure.
It's 1231, 3 years before the events of Greedfall.
Oh, it's a prequel.
And as this adventure dawns, it is the eve of the initiation that will see you become a Donegad, a sage, a guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader. But just as you're about to complete your sacred initiation, you are abducted by strange warriors from Gakan, the old continent, and thrown into the hull of a monstrous tall ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you disembark on the shores of Gakan and discover this foreign world where people have grown distant from nature and now war and conspire amongst themselves. You now seek passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place.
Huh. Explore the old continent of
While
Gakan.
Greedfall introduced the enchanted island paradise of Tearfredi, Greedfall 2 takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tearfredi. You will explore the crowded cities of Gakan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions, cultures, and traditions that have inhabited them over the centuries.
Okay.
You have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts.
Meet memorable companions along the way.
But you will not be alone in your quest. You will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey who may join your group. Discover their stories and make them a part of your group as you explore new realms together. Forge meaningful bonds, or even romances, as you get closer to them and learn more about their background.
Why excited about this more than about Dragon Age Railgun?
Your own legend.
I played the first game.
Choose and master the path of the sage you want to be.
I just hope there would be less repeating of assets because the first one was made by like the core
Tracking vision may reveal clues in
team
your
of
environment.
15 people.
Use your talents, craft new tools, and get help from your companions to increase your odds of success. Of course, the use of force is always an option, to adopt as you see fit.
Fight smarter.
Greedfall 2's all-new combat system puts you in control of combat more than ever before. Use the tactical pause at any time to stop the action and plan your group strategy, either on tactical pause or in
This
real time.
RPG has tactical pause.
All the members of your group and give them instructions using action points. So it's
Does
up to
Railgun
you
have one?
to craft the
I
perfect
forgot.
tactic to
I know
defeat
there's
the
only
opponent.
action
Change
combat
your
in
combat
Railgun.
style as you progress by drawing from the wide range of skill trees offered. Choose the style that suits you best, whether you're more of a melee fighter who uses traps, a range shooter with support spells, or even a master of poisons. You can even hone and develop your allies' fighting styles as well. Find the best synergies between your companions.
You can control your companions!
With the party that suits you best. Your destiny is in your own hands. Greedfall 2 is a thrilling RPG that takes you on an unforgettable adventure where your choices shape the future of your group, your people, and the world. The story is yours to write, Donegad.
Grateful to the Dying World. Early access September 24. When it came out in full
Greedfall 2
release,
is launching
it would
into
be
Steam Early
great.
Access on September 24th, 2024, with a full release coming in 2025.
Okay, now we're shifting gears to focus on Akimbot, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Launch trailer. Let's go.
Akimbot?
Call me Shipset. What's your ID?
Lexi.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, duck!
Oh, Secrets of Pumpkin Jack? Never heard of it. A new classic platformer.
Vtuber fled to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
Bad guys hiding in a volcano. Oh, why can't it ever be a regular beach?
Enough talk.
Because.
Let's do business.
It looks dynamic and fun. Is it? It's Ratops robots? Why he was shooting cute kittens? Dancing party! Two unlikely heroes. One epic adventure. Akimbot. 29 August? Soon. Wishlist now.
Kimbot is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 29th, 2024.
Our friends at Antistatic Studios are here to tell you more about Phantom Line, the cooperative survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
Creepy anomalies. Ah, it's a Gru one.
It's Chris from Antistatic Studios here. I'm excited to give you an in-depth look into our upcoming game, Phantom Line. Let's dive in. Phantom Line was born out of a love for horror, tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims. We felt that there was no game out there that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on a mission and create a unique blend like that ourselves. We were fans of all things psychological horror, creepypastas, liminal spaces, urban legends, cosmic and analog horror, we got it all. In our world, the paranormal creatures and events are called the anomalies. They leak to our dimension through rifts in space and time, causing all sorts of issues for the humanity. Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there. They already started contributing a ton to the world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we loved the exploration challenges, but grew tired of starving to death every few minutes. We want the core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries. What we also missed was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why we are preparing a choice of realistic arsenal and tactics that you can choose to hunt down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment, cut off from reinforcements or supplies.
You can venture out alone or take your friends with you. The game is designed as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single player with a spare artificial body.
Okay.
We call it the husk. We encourage players to cooperate to survive, hunt, build, and fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of other ways. In the next demo, you will venture out into an open world in a 4-player teams. So join our Discord to stay up to date and be among the first to play it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show.
If it's up to you.
One more thing I forgot to mention is that as a player, you're part of Mortville Industries. Their operations span across a wide variety of activities, but their true mission is to make sure that the general public never...
Cute. If you like the concept, wishlist.
Phantom Line is coming soon to SCPC.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Do you?
Yeah. buckle up. Here's the latest update on Caravan Sandwich. Studio Plain Toast, post-apocalyptic driving adventure. Buckle up.
Caravan Sandwich? They were shown something of this game. I wasn't interested because there was a car. Music. They playing music. It definitely will be a copyrighted one, but at least it's not rap. So maybe I'll have to mute it on. That was a top man. Yes, there was a stranger. I came from the Journey game. Caravan Sandwich.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different. We've teamed up with Prime Video and the Lord of the Rings of Power to bring
No one will watch season 2 after what was shown in season 1. No one.
Before we get into that, let's
No
get into
one.
the fantasy section.
No one.
Exclusive footage from
Only the
Lord
roasted.
of the Rings of Power season 2 and get a taste of the many journeys that we're going to witness. Check it out.
Oh, I have to.
You are wise to fear this power.
I'll have to blur the image of a trailer
The rings may well be a ploy on his part.
because
Fate must be
whoever has rights to the Lord of the Rings will definitely copyright claim this part of the video. How is it my fault that you're showing your trailer to the future game show announce? Man, showcases. Yeah, we are watching future game show. Most anticipated fantasy games. Metaphor Fantasio! Let's go!
First up on our list of upcoming fantasy games, we have got a bold new RPG with an electrifying art style. Metaphor ReFantasio embroils players in an intrepid tournament for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arises from the minds behind Persona 3, 4 and 5. So as well as a beautiful UI and captivating character designs, you can expect a thrilling Shoji Meguro soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead.
There's also personas, but they called archetypes.
As Metaphor ReFantasio is launching on October 11th, 2024 for PC, PlayStation and Xbox.
And should be available on Game Pass day 1, right? Monster Hunter Wilds!
The latest evolution in Capcom's storied lineage of creature-tackling action RPGs, where players scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast expanse called the Forbidden Lands, players will ride their raptor companions through this mighty open world.
These are after companions, not how's they called? Secret?
Animal Kingdom hybrids that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans
We're gonna use
start
Inseglaive.
sharpening their wits and their weapons because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to PC and consoles in 2025.
Okay. Oh,
10 years on from Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's legendary high fantasy series has returned. In Dragon Age The Veilguard, players
Was there
set the
tactical
position
pause?
of Rook, a customizable protagonist who must investigate perilous landscapes to rally a ragtag crew.
Can he be a
against
daily
evil
shelf?
beasts and egg-headed elven gods hell-bent on tearing down the veil between worlds. Can you stop the realm from being torn asunder? Find out when Dragon Age The Veilguard launches later this year on PC, PlayStation and Xbox.
Welcome to the most
Play ball.
club in all of Albion.
Carrying the torch lit by Lionhead Studios in the early 2000s, Playground Games' Fable reboot is a stunning reimagining of the famously funny fantasy series. It's set in the fairy tale land of Albion, where players will grapple with the burden of being a hero, as well as giant frogs and legendary beasts. Choice and consequence have always been a part of the Fable framework, and this has been teased with the introduction of fans and haters, as well as a mysterious rival hero. We'll find out more when Fable comes to PC and Xbox in 2025.
Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings of Power.
No one gonna
Here on
watch.
Prime Video this August 29th. You can also wish list our most anticipated fantasy games on the Future Games Show Steam page. Just type Future Games Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
But back to the trailers now, as we're taking a peek at Rogue Waters, a tactical
Pirates.
roguelite from Tripwire Interactive.
Pirates. Ahoy, matey!
Cutter be locked in eternal battle with his foe.
Take the helm.
Savage waters and choose your battles wisely.
Assemble the aircraft.
And ready yourselves to board the enemy vessel.
No. Unlike Skull and Blows, this game has abordages. Aktiesengarte.
With sharp positioning and clever tactics, victory will be yours.
Summon beasts. Release the Kraken!
Alongside ye in battle.
So it's a tactics game about pirates, okay. Rogue Waters. September 30, 2024.
Arr, consider me timber shiver. Rogue Waters coming to PC on September 30th. Arr.
Well, Ned and I are taking a small break from our hosting duties now, as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic blitz play. We've got dwarfs, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new ARPG launching in September.
Creator Studios presents a different kind of ARPG. Unparalleled mob density. It's vampire survivors, but with dwarves. Epic boss fights. Crafting and intimidation. Personalize your belt. Did they took Vampire Survivors and added RPG elements to it? Are you for real? Are you freaking serious? I'm not gonna play this. It's not gonna happen. The Dwarven Realms now in early access. Nah. Dimensionals.
In trouble, the only ones you can rely on are.
What is a Saturday morning cartoon?
Dimensionals is the hottest new roguelike RPG. Put together incredible teams of unique heroes. Like
cards.
loves blasting specters.
Why are you using cards?
The smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension. Assemble your favorite heroes. Strategize to make insane combos. But watch out, Ragnarok's world-crushing bosses are no joke. Take on the ripping style with the epic cartoon soundtrack by Brad.
The music's in sketchy.
Wicked comic cutscenes in Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open rift and face incredible and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they?
Dimensionals!
Temporary loss of reality and spontaneous combustion due to awesome. Some similar required batteries not included.
What? Hey! Hey! The first! There's no way that's RPG. What is this Counter-Strike like? Meh. The fuse. No. No. From the makers of Graveyard Keeper. Ah, is it Sastown?
My darling daughter. Emily and Chester are doing well.
Yay.
Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town. Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners.
We're doomed. Is
I
that a sour?
put them to good use. Doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope. Well, they're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to. I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way, they'll be fine. You know how nice and cozy Bloomtown can be.
Yeah. Yep. That's RPG I would play. Demon captured. Now it's Persona. Bloomtown. September 24. Yeah.
Hey guys, ready for game night? See you in 5.
All about. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Check this out, guys.
I'll delete the song later if needed be. Is it Tabletop Simulator? Is it Tabletop Simulator VR?
I'm ahead of you now.
What?
Does it have Call to Adventure? Or any other variation of easier D&D?
So, where were we?
But even with that, I prefer RPGs optimized without needing to throw a dice. Because all rules are complicated to me.
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those trailers, but now we're back and ready to introduce the next game, Exoborn.
It's an open world extraction shooter where you fight for survival against an apocalypse of natural forces. Here's an interview with the team at Shark Mob so you can learn more about it.
Exoborn. So it's like The Division? But you in Exosuit?
In the world of Exoborn, which is kind of like a parallel alternate timeline deal we've set up, it's in the near future. Mankind is facing a looming climate disaster. When the climate disaster became really bad, humanity rallied behind a project called Rebirth. So the ambition with
I'm
Rebirth
mixing up
is to save humanity.
Shark Mob and Fat
to try
Shark.
to stop the climate
What's
disaster
Shark Mob
from
done?
happening. And we try to execute on that plan, and something goes terribly wrong, resulting in an even worse disaster than we originally tried to avert. And in this disaster, the players kind of get caught up in initially a bit of a mysterious conflict, which you get to explore in the game and you get to figure out exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But essentially, you are a rebel trying to save mankind, and things get progressively worse. Kind of like a firefight in a tornado. It gets worse and worse, not better and better. Exoborn is a tactical open world extraction shooter. Set in a very dynamic world with forces of nature that constantly affect the way you play the game.
You might be looking to grab some loot in a certain area, but oh no, suddenly there's a massive tornado ripping through there and you're getting ambushed at the same time. So it's that change, that dynamic change that we think is really exciting and fresh. So when players go in, session to session, minute to minute, and even second to second, they're having to constantly change their decision making.
So
What
is
do I
it
do? How do I go
PvE
after
or
my objectives?
PvP
What do I
PvE
want to do
game?
now?
In Exoborn, you are what
It's
you
important.
carry. So if you want to do a lot of damage, you need a big gun. If you want that gun to behave in a different way, you need attachments, you need to modify that gun. And it's the same way for the Exorig. If you want that Exorig to have different abilities, you need to find or buy different abilities and equip it. However, if you die, you lose it all, which means that it's very high stakes when you're out
in a session, and you need to extract to be able to keep everything you have collected to the next
Lost in
session.
progress is not fun.
People who've already sampled extraction shooters and enjoy them, there's going to be lots for them to enjoy and get in on. People who've played PvP shooters of different ilks, the more traditional ones, they're also going to have an exciting time within the world.
We've had a mantra since many years back, since previous employments, which is always playable. Basically get the game up and running
So
quickly.
it's plenty for
at
PvE
least,
players.
for us it's always been in multiplayer, so you can have people come in, evaluate it, and then you build based on user feedback. The natural evolution for us from that was something we call community first, which is we always develop the game with the community in mind.
And we've begun to do these closed tests where we play with not just tens or hundreds of players, but thousands of players, and we get their feedback, and we get to see how in line our thinking is with the people that we want to ultimately play our game.
We listen, we look at the data, and we get a very solid understanding so we can progress and make additional content, additional features.
You can wishlist Xborn on Steam, join our Discord, or go to the website and sign up for the playtest.
I need to know more about it, to know if I want to play this or not.
Exoborn is coming soon to PC and consoles, so wishlist it now. You can also sign up on the official website for future playtests.
All right, it's time for another road.
Penguins?
This one's kind of like Fall Guys, except with flightless birds.
Penguins. World premiere. Penguins. 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 Fast penguin. So the goal: survive in the mayhem and finish first. Well, ban the penguin. Fast penguin. Open beta test.
You heard it here first. Fast Penguin coming to PC and consoles in September 2024.
Next, we've got a cooperative survival game from the team that brought you Surgeon Simulator. Here's your first look at gameplay from Lost Skies.
Okay. Cooperative. Lost Skies. Floating islands and grappling hooks. Freedom to explore. And you have a planner. Glider. Freedom to discover. Puzzles to solve. Climbing up. Tutorial on robots. These are tutorials, they're supposed to be robots, no? Freedom to soar through the skies unknown. What is this thing over there? Lost Skies. They did announce that a long time ago. Wishlist now.
Lost Skies is soaring onto PC soon, so look out for it.
Okay, our spotlight montage is up next, where we're gonna hone in on a set of 6 games launching in the near future.
Spotlight montage and yeah, usually
Have
the
you ever
music is
wondered if
copyrighted.
you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic landscape? Well, wonder no longer. With the brutal
Oh,
survival
it's city building and
simulator
post-apocalypse.
in Zone 2. Build settlements and balance resources as you face off against an unforgiving world. In Zone 2 is launching on August 26th, but it's available in early access on Steam.
Take a trip back to the 1980s with Tormenture. a dark horror adventure starring
What?
the first retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself through a variety of eerie disturbances, and watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy surroundings. Tormentor is
Yikes.
coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
A third-person roguelite with a delightfully gory twist, Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like Hades and Returnal, you'll play as an upgradable meat scientist, always on the lookout for powerful leftovers.
Yikes.
Swap Meet is coming soon to PC, but the first 1,000 players to sign up at
Stop the working.
go.swapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed access to the next playtest.
Nope. No.
Naval Combat in the Missile Age is a Cold War conflict simulator from the lead designer of Cold Waters. You'll take part in tense battles for naval and air
Not interested.
supremacy, using realistically modeled vehicles and weapons. Players can enjoy a dynamic campaign with multiple theaters, where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios.
Is it like a battleship,
Seapower
but
is coming soon
more complicated?
and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Harness the fury of the
Stormforge.
elements in Stormforge, a mod-friendly survival crafting adventure set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op.
Where you need to collect wood and stone.
Craft epic structures and topple deadly bosses. What secrets will you uncover as you conquer this mysterious landscape? Find out when Stormforge launches on PC in 2025.
Discover scintillating synergy.
It's a card game.
Sky, a tactical deck builder with an emphasis on narrative. Players will explore the hostile surface
Narrative.
of the planet, crafting cards and exploiting weaknesses as a band of heroes hell
That's a
bent
card
on
game.
saving their home worlds. Dark Sky is coming soon to PC.
We're back on stage, and we've got another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Isn't it the same ones that were? It's the same one. It's exactly the same ones that were shown on the opening night live. I already reacted to this. I already saw this. We all saw this yesterday. Was it Gandhi who shot the nuke? Did I make the same joke yesterday? I forgot.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed that closer look at Civilization 7's gameplay, but that's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games focusing on the new features coming to the game, so check it out.
When Ed Beach first pitched his concept of what he thought Civilization 7 was, it was really cool, and he wanted to know where he could go next. How can he really change the way the players approach a game of Civ? Really bring something new to the table, not just more layers on top of what we already had.
By breaking the game up into ages, we're able to simulate better that rise and fall of the civilization and have one turn into another culture and people with their own unique identity and continue to build on your empire in a new way.
What makes Ages interesting is the ability to really focus in on that particular time period, whether it's the interaction between the civs, between the leaders, the nature of that interaction, That's what the age system really allows for.
What do you
that
mean?
kind of experimentation on a level that has not been seen before in previous Civ titles. When you pick a new government, what does the grocery store owner think about that? When you go to war, what kind of experience do your soldiers go through? These are the kinds of insights that the narrative system offers, these windows into the everyday lives and experiences and reactions of your people to what you are doing as the leader and what is happening during this particular period of time in the history that you're creating.
So one of the cool things about Civilization 7 that does sort of mirror the ingenuity and creativity of humans is that you have a chance to win the game pretty much at any point. You're never really out of it. When you get to a new age, you get new strategies, you can pivot and change things up. And then in the final age, you get a chance for that sudden death victory to knock out the other players. And even if you were trailing previously, the chance to get that victory at the end is pretty much always there for you.
One of the coolest new addition too with Ages is the way that you have new cultures emerging based on how you play. So if I'm playing, for example, Confucius, when I go to the next stage, I've already got some lines into, because I'm playing Confucius, I've already unlocked a couple different civilization options that I get to merge into. But depending how I play, if I'm playing, mountainous territory, if I'm playing with things that trigger unlocks for other civilizations, I can change the path of my own history. So when you get to the end of an age, based on how you've played, based on the civ you've chosen, based on the leader you've chosen, that determines the next cultures that are available to you to emerge as you go into the next age. It's a really cool growth mechanic that has you evolving and steering your culture as you go through time. When you get to the end of the game, when you get to the end of the modern age, you've got this truly multicultural empire that you've built.
What matters at the end of the day is that you've built an empire that you are proud of and that you have had fun building and that you gain satisfaction from.
I don't think our audience will ever realize how much they influence the game that we're working on. This is the first place I've worked where we actually look and listen to our fans and then integrate those things into the game to make it a better game. It's kind of like everybody's Civilization, not just ours.
We love our community. We always say that we have the best fans in gaming.
I'm not sure if they're genuine about this or they're just saying this because
About the game from
there's now a discourse that most developers don't listen to their communities.
To it, and we've put a lot of that thought and feedback into Civilization 7 and continue to build it into the best game possible.
Build an empire that stands the test of time in Sid Meier's Civilization 7, which is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025.
We've got another world premiere coming up next for an action platformer with a shape-shifting protagonist. Let's check it out.
World premiere. Play on words. That's the name of the studio? I'll become a butterfly and defeat you? Yeah, isn't it the guy from Mana, but young? Play as Maui the demigod? I suppose it's a part of the legend, transform into powering animals, powerful animals. I wonder if Disney will try to sue this game because it uses characters from mythology that Moana used. But it seems like a Metroidvania. Maui is a shapeshifter. Watch this now on Steam.
Maui the Shapeshifter is coming soon to PC. You're welcome.
And now let's push things forward, okay? Because we've got another Ones to Watch deep dive for you now. And this one's all about the end of the world, in it?
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent, here's Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
All right, yeah.
Atomfall. Isn't it London's Bioshock, as people call it? Or like it's Atomic Heart, but British. Atomfall.
I'm Ben Fisher, I'm Associate Head of Design for Rebellion, and I'm working on Atomfall. Atomfall is a survival action game set in 1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Windskill plant, and they have to uncover why they're there, and what has caused this quarantine, and how to survive the mysteries that they find there. With Atomfall, we wanted to try something new, and that involved bringing in lots of different reference points. One of the games that has influenced Atomfall is obviously, you can see some parts of something like Fallout in there, but also other games in that similar genre like Metro, even a bit of Bioshock. When you start the game, you wake up in a bunker inside this nuclear quarantine zone. You don't know who you are, you don't know how you connect to this larger story. The major motivator for the player through the story is finding out how they relate to this disaster, what this disaster is, how they can escape. We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is that the history of that kind of British storytelling is to open mysteries and not fully resolve them in a satisfying way. So it fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build.
Okay.
We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat, so you can find melee weapons and throw them, you can kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot carefully. So that kind of high intensity survival is the philosophy we had in mind when building the game. But we want to make sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play experience. So we've approached difficulty in a slightly different way, and we approach it instead as different play styles. So the game has a survival element, it has a combat element, and it has an investigation element. And we give the player the options at the start of the game to fine-tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, a Day 1 Game Pass in 2025.
God blimey! Investigate the apocalypse when Atomfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
It's getting better. It's great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
sound
great.
like Roger Clark. God help me.
This next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the Eldritch gods.
Oh, this one.
Here's the latest update on the Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Lovecraftian game. Cthulhu tongue. Soon you shall lay his gold and bring his tentacles to the city. Soon you shall hear him harness human toll. Soon you shall bring the ecstasy of sacrifice. Oh boy. Yikes. Show them the boss. Worshippers of Cthulhu. Yikes.
Breaking news! Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
All right. Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Yay! Isn't this one stop motion one? You play as samurai soul, and as a kitty. Find new skills. The Spirit of the Samurai, Fall 2024. Wishlist now.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Now we've got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Hi, I'm Chaz Barker. I'm the lead game designer of Starship Troopers Extermination. Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. This is this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tankabug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin.
Giant bug.
We're trying to make the Tankabug experience as close to the movie as possible. Do as much damage as possible before
They're making 8 animated
I'm
like
Damaris Barat, aka
movie
Tammy. I'm the lead environment
of
artist on
Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers Extermination. Glorious.
As far as I know, none of the sequels were good.
That has been infected by a bug meteor. The bugs have had time to mutate and evolve within that frosty environment. That's where our players are going to be able to encounter the Frost Drone and the Frost Warrior. So we're very excited to introduce this new biome to you guys, and we really hope that you guys enjoy it.
I'm Peter Maurice, project lead for Starship Troopers Extermination. Our goal for single player is to introduce a new way to progress your character and prepare
It's
you
Rico.
for 16-player multiplayer. A really cool aspect that we wanted was bringing General Rico in. He's now in charge of a special operations group. He's forming the best of the best from all military branches, and he's invited you to come and try out for a special operations group. When we launch in console in October of 2024, that is just the start of a very robust roadmap of features and gameplay moments that we'll be bringing in, so you can expect to see tons more bugs and worlds to explore in Starship Troopers Extermination.
Starship Troopers is launching on PC and consoles in October 2024. But if you can't wait to fry some bugs, it's already available in early access on Steam.
Here's a gameplay trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler where you duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
Multiplayer about penguins fighting. Please don't push your opponent out. Up to 8 players mayhem. Fight together or free for all. Los Pingueros!
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format, kind of like indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes have picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected Dreams with my friends at Flowberry Studio. The story of Projected Dreams is about a little girl named Senka and her mother. Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving houses, Senka is left to tell stories by herself and uses her mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams. Solve
I have a feeling this one will be sad.
rotating and stacking toys from Senka's room to recreate shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover key events from her mother's past. Projected Dreams echoes the comforting feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights and slowly unfolding the stories of the people closest to you. The game will release early next year on PC and Mac, so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montes, we are the
Haunted Paws?
developers of Haunted Paws, a game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split screen and online
Why dogs wearing
multiplayer, so
hats?
you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game. Haunted Paws will be coming to Steam and major consoles, but we still haven't decided on the release date yet. In the meanwhile, you can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam so you know when the game is out.
Okay, for everyone who loves puppies. A game for you.
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necrostory. Necrostory is a light-hearted RPG where you play as a powerful and kind of evil necromancer. You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons, sign dark pacts with demons so that you can later transform into them, and most importantly, you capture dead enemy souls before they fly away in order to take control of them. After capturing creatures, you can manage your team and the skills and equipment of your teammates. You can also upgrade each of your own spells using their dedicated skill trees. Necrostory will be available for PC and consoles in September 2024.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye.
It's about
Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines
duels?
the fast-paced directional combat you'd find in games like Mordhau or Chivalry with massive multiplayer dungeon crawls. Enter the dungeon alone or with friends, battle your way through monsters, bosses, and other players, and escape with your loot alive. I'm building the game I've always wanted to play, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So visit the Steam page to wishlist the game and sign up for the next free playtest.
Well, that's cool. That's a solid dev, released game on Steam.
Please be sure to wishlist those games on Steam and support their development.
And if you'd like to take part in the indie elevator pitch, just follow the link on the screen to find all the details on how to submit your game.
All right, let's keep things moving and take a trip to Bionic Bay.
All right.
This atmospheric puzzle platformer is set in a gorgeous mechanical world.
Oh, play with the gravity. Huh. Surely it's puzzling. You can change places with items. Huh. Yikes. It was a giant robot hand. Magnets. So that's a new Limbo. Huh. Bionic Bay. Wishlist now on Steam.
Bionic Bay is coming to PC in 2025, but of course, you can wishlist it right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres because we've got yet another one coming up.
World premiere.
The rift took us all by surprise. Mistralia was about to vanish into oblivion. But when the goddess called, I answered.
The guy.
It's a big world out there. Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you.
So is it a roguelike?
Even our guardians seem to have forgotten who they are.
To fall is the only way to rise? Predictable.
Memories of the world. Enlighten me. And give me the strength to face the shadows that threaten you.
Echoes of Mistralia. Okay.
Memories await.
Maybe. At least now on Steam. Should do this.
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Mistralia, which is coming soon.
We're going back to back with the world premieres just to keep you on your toes. This next one is a beloved reimagining of a terrifying Half-Life mod. Ooh.
Half-Life, love it.
World premiere. From the creator of In Sound Mind. You said you had escaped. Escape was never an option. I never heard of this mod. But I'm also not fan of Half-Life. Instead of a crowbar, you have an axe. And there's a poltergeist in a house. Okay. It's a horror. All horrors are boring. It's not proper place to sleep. Not scary at all. Nightmare House Reimaged. Watchlist on Steam. Also, Nightmare House, the original mod is coming to Steam for free. They can do this?
Nightmare House Reimagined is opening its doors to PC players in 2025. The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam, so watch out for that in the near future.
All right, it's time for another set of back-to-back trailers, so get your wish list ready while we take a breather.
Oh, man, I'm getting old.
Well, made was in development. Prior for footage. Medieval. There are zombies. You can drink water. Equip armor. But there's still a bunch of zombies. But you have armor. Is it Brazil? Every action takes time. God save Birmingham?
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power.
Oh. What is this anime darkest dungeon? But no, it's tactical. It's like medieval XCOM. Defeat Mist Beacon.
Come now. You can do better than that.
So it's a roguelike. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. I have original Lost Eidolons and we will play them. So we should wishlist this spin-off. An action roguelike shooter? But this is just part of the job. Need help? Unlock new skills and weapons? Face your fears. Or die.
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
Section 13. I'm not curious about this one. Nudity, blood, sexual content, violence. What is it?
Write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees, whose name and existence few know. Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner.
5 forsaken inmates?
Luckily, I am not alone. A group of companions and I are planning our escape.
Alone, burdened by fear?
We must confront violence, corruption, and our own fears.
United we overcome?
Thus begins our tale.
So it's like Desperados?
Have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
The Stone of Madness? Curious, curious.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well, Beyond Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure. And we got some news about when you can get your hands on it.
Oh, they announced this one, I remember. It may be fun. Beyond Galaxyland!
The very universe unravels.
A homage to sci-fi films of the past and the greatest RPGs of all time.
All life hangs in the balance.
A game of the year contender.
You better
Cody
start
Sagik.
believing in heroes.
Star Wars meets classic Final Fantasy.
Guys? Stranded a billion light years from home. No idea if Earth still even exists. And a sentient gas cloud devouring the cosmos? You're not gonna save this universe alone. Skyrocket across the far reaches of the galaxy to assemble a ragtag crew of specialists that might just tip the balance. Though with every planet teeming with galactic nemesis and a secret power manipulating reality from behind the curtain, defending time and space might be easier said than done.
That will be fun.
Beyond Galaxyland. Plummeting to Earth on September 24th. Wishlist now.
Wishlist.
Guys,
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles on September 24th, later this year.
This next section, the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on Steam, so you can try them all out right after the show. Let's see who made the cut this time. First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike adventures about childhood.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate, far future world.
Woo, cool.
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in environments.
Or how about Office Fight, a physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because work sucks.
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out. It's a cozy game where you put together jigsaw puzzles.
As a little cube.
That was our ones to play montage. If you want an easy way to find all those games, check out our official Future Games Show page on Steam. What's
Is it
next,
Kirin?
Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for SteamWorld Heist 2. Let's check it out.
I'm in.
Didn't it came out? I'm pretty sure this one came out. Maybe not on PlayStation? Or maybe it didn't come out somewhere. Shouldn't be a Acolytes trailer. There's so much SteamWorld games. And I never played them.
It seems even robots can't resist a big score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Our next game stars a novelist pup who is learning to live in a world after war.
Oh,
And
it just
don't
came
let
out.
The trailer fool you.
It was part of the What News this week.
It really is that gorgeous.
It's called Sunset Hills. It's about puppies. And so he's a writer. I thought he is a writer or journalist. Banjo. Playing on a banjo. Yeah, isn't it supposed to be a puzzle adventure? It's a dog. It's a dog world out there. Literally, the all dogs. Look, it's so cute. It's still about. Sunset Hills. Available now on Steam. Coming soon on Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Yep, you saw that right. Sunset Hills is out now on PC. And a console release is coming soon.
Okay, it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now. It's a cannon simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun. No guts, no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out. Okay, so this game is called Planet and Independent Bingun.
Nailed it!
I know, you know what? Never mind. Screw it. Let's just roll the interview.
Good
What
idea.
are these guys doing to me?
What's the name? What? What the? What? I can't read this. PVKK. No, the German.
I'm René, I work at Pippin Bits and we are a small indie developer in Germany.
Why did you call it like that?
Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated. In PVKK,
why?
You are a bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space, so you shoot down spaceships. Maybe you've been wondering if PVKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really, it's a simulation game, but a very approachable one. Not that you need to study a big manual for very long. We do have a lot of narrative parts and mystery parts that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that, and you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing. Commander, your service today was at the expected level.
I wanted to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit. So first of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game. And you generate energy to use with your cannon and in your facility.
So it's like in far changing tires.
Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land.
But more complicated.
And, you need to identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to make a plan how you want to approach that situation. If you've chosen a weapon on a target, you go into this long firing sequence where you just pick your ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then
I refuse to suffer like this.
Calculate at which angle you have to shoot the gun, because the ships are moving at a certain speed and you know your projectile is moving at a certain speed, so you have to calculate how much you need to lead your shot. And then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy. And then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship's size, this has to be a really well done sequence, because there are larger ships and there you don't need to be super precise, but you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15-kilometer distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun. Our goal is to release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now, and join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
I imagine a lot of streamers will be playing this game just because of the gameplay.
Who knew managing a planetary defense cannon could be so cozy? PVKK is blasting its way onto PC in 2025. Net?
There's an obnoxious rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye out, because it's not just any pest, all right?
It's
Alex,
a squirrel with a gun?
Squirrel, it's got a gun.
In a world of peace and tranquility,
This is SWAG Morning
homeowners will now hunt
are causing significant power outages.
A hidden truth lies beneath the surface.
What?
An ordinary rodent's fate is within his grasp. Now this squirrel is here to eat nuts and shoot some guns. And guess what? He's all out of nuts.
Now die. Oh boy.
Puzzle solving and gun slinging action in the platform epic you never knew could exist. Hold on to your nuts. The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun.
How come they never made a Disney jokes even once?
And epic. And coming to PS5 and
I need to upload to them.
Series X and S this fall.
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC on August 29th with a console release later this year. So over to you, Ned.
Okay, well, let's take a closer look at One-Eyed Liko. This is a psychological horror game inspired by Slavic mythology.
Oh, лихо.
Что с тобой в 30-м царстве, кузнец? Как в божий день. Отдыхаешь душой.
Я просто хочу выбраться отсюда.
Где еще ты найдешь такую компанию?
Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть.
Да ну, а для чего?
Чтоб, черт, да бес его знает, портной.
We recently played
Кто ступил в темный лес?
Yaga, which was the similar story about Smiths and Liho.
Пройди сквозь чрево мертвеца. Умри и сам воскресни. Ну что, готов? Нет! Стой! Погоди! Лихо! У тебя гости!
One-eyed Liho. Didn't expect a Russian game to be a part of the future game show.
One-Eyed Lico is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
All right, we're closing in on the end of the show. But that doesn't mean we don't have any tricks left up our sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this game was revealed at Gamescom last year, but we've seen nothing else about it until now.
World premiere. An Unreal Engine.
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes...
Train? Metro? Attics.
Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. And
Oh.
understanding to push
Oh, wait.
what we don't know when something should be left alone.
There's nothing we can do.
Nice. That's the sci-fi horror that was announced a long time ago, and I kinda forgot about it. Retrieval. Yeah, I remember now.
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Well, unfortunately, that also means our Gamescom showcase has come to an end. First off,
Oh.
Alex, thank you. It was great hosting with you.
Oh, it's been an absolute privilege.
Well, it's been my honor.
Well, you know now we're outlaws for laugh. I'd also like to thank everyone at home for tuning in. You might want to stick around though, as even though we're getting out of here, the Future Game Show expansion pack is coming up right after this, with even more trailers and deep dives into games like Post-Trauma and Tiny Glade.
Hey, don't miss it. There'll also be some follow-up content on GamesRadar.com, as well as our FGS social channels on YouTube and TikTok. And make sure you follow up on any games that caught your eye today. Drop a wish list.
Well,
play
there
the
were
demos, or
some
just show
RPGs that they were shown, not only Real Fantasy or Gridfall 2. I'm excited for Gridfall 2. There was
And I'm Ned Luke.
some.
And this has been the Future
There was
Game
some.
Show at Gamescom 2024.
I struggle to remember what. But it wasn't a bad show. And yeah, I'm not gonna stick for the expansion pass. So, thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you.